So what's up everyone, welcome to IELTS Academy. My name is Shubhru and I'm currently pursuing my BTech final semester from ABC College, and currently my CGPA is 8.42, and recently I have done an internship from Airport Authority of India where I did a project dealing with the digital image processing part, and prior to that I also did an introductory training on Big Data and Hadoop. And if I talk about things apart from my academics and technical part, then I really love reading books, especially books on self-help, and I love going out and clicking pictures of the nature. I love doing that, especially landscape photography. Well, that's all I have to say. So this is an introduction that I gave in my interviews, and it worked very well with me. Now, was this the first time, when I first entered for the first interview in my life, was this the thing that I presented to them? No. Obviously, there were some more details in my tell me about yourself, which as I proceeded further, as I got rejected in companies, I thought that I shouldn't be including these lines. Maybe this line is not that important in here. Like in the first interview, I told too much about, about my hobbies. I was going on with 2-3 lines, maybe more than 2-3 lines, and then he asked, "See, I'm not interested in your hobbies, so do you have anything extra?" So then I said, no. So that creates an awkward situation. So keep your tell me about yourself as short as possible. See, tell me about yourself is not something where you need to include your mother's name, your father's name. You just told your name and then I'm son of blah blah blah. Don't do that, because tell me about yourself is something where you are selling yourself. It's kind of the first impression that you're creating on the interviewer. So do not use anything that is totally unrelated with the job that you need to do. That interviewer will be hiring you for their purpose. They have some project, they will need you. So what they need from you is how much you are experienced with technological stuffs, what is your academic records, how many projects, how many internships have you done. Apart from that, it's very okay if you say just 1 line or 2 lines related to your hobby and something like that. So do not increase your tell me about yourself. It's my personal advice that do not increase the tell me about yourself more than 6 or 7 lines. So one thing that I would really like to advise you is that it's really getting hot in here. So one thing that I would advise you is that no matter how much fluent you are in your speaking, it doesn't matter. Just take a paper, write the lines that you want to speak out as you're telling me about yourself. Write those lines and keep practicing saying the same thing. Do not think that okay, I'll be since I'm good in speaking, I can do it on spot. It's not a big matter for me. Do not do it. The reason is, why I'm saying this is that sometimes what happens is that you are going on speaking that your name is this, you are from this college, and your current CGPA is this. You go somewhere like my 12th result was this, my 10th board's result was this, and you then catch a line which totally diverts from what you actually need to say, and then it becomes very difficult to come back to the main lines that you need to speak out. Tell me about yourself, that you are meant to speak out. Maybe it's not the case with you, but it's a personal advice that I faced. What happened in my first interview was that I told something extra, and then it was very difficult for me. There was a pause for about 2 seconds maybe to come back to the things that I really need to say. So it's very important. Even after practicing the things so many times and saying that to myself so many times, I got stuck. Actually, I got diverted to another different things. I was telling about something extra. So I got diverted from the main line. So that created a problem. So in order not to make that a mess over there, so keep practicing, write those lines, that's those 5 lines or those 7 or 8 lines. So just say those 10 lines and do not say anything extra that you haven't prepared for your tell me about yourself. And one more piece of advice is that do not copy it from others. Like the thing that I said in the beginning of this video, the introduction that I gave you, do not copy it. The more you make it unique in your own ways, the more good it is. Uniqueness is a very important factor when you are entering the HR round, because in HR round there's a fixed set of questions that these are the questions that you will definitely be asked. So what if every other guy, like 100 people are there, 100 people are saying the same tell me about yourself, the same structure? It doesn't make sense. It seems like it has been copied from the same source. So do not copy it from others. Do not listen to what others are saying. Prepare your tell me about yourself. Whatever you think like is best for you, just do it. And one more thing that I like to advise is that, which no other people tell you, is that when you are preparing your tell me about yourself, it's very important. When you are preparing your tell me about yourself, do not include everything. Like for example, I'm saying I'm currently doing my YouTube. It's kind of my passion, or you can say it's a hobby that I do. So I didn't include my doing YouTube in my tell me about yourself. Well, I included it in the first interview. Yes, that was a mistake that I did. So after that, I removed that. Now, why did I do that? The reason is that when you are asked a question, something like, after tell me about yourself, when you are asked a question, something like, say something that is not in your CV, you need to keep some contents ready so that you can throw that when you are asked this kind of question. So keep aside few set of your hobbies or few projects, anything that you think that it doesn't have that much importance in your tell me about yourself, keep that aside so that you can throw that on interviewer's face when he asks you something like, tell me something that's not in your CV. So it's very important for that issue. So now the last thing about tell me about yourself is how you're gonna end that tell me about yourself. How you're gonna end that sentence or end that speech that I'm done. It's very difficult if you are not well prepared, if you are not aware that you need to end in this way. So what you need to do, what I did actually, I'm just sharing my experience, what I did actually. What I did was, the last few lines were related to my hobbies and what I did. Something like, I really love reading books, especially on self-help topics, and I love photography, like going out and taking pictures of nature. So yeah, that's all I had to say. So basically I said that line, that's all I had to say, and I ended it. So that's very, a smart and a robust way of saying that, yeah, that's all, that I ended it, my introduction is done. So instead of just sitting idle, my hobby is photography. Sorry, it looks very weird, right? You just saw that, it looks very weird. So do not do that, rather just end the sentence and say that, so that was all about my introduction, or just say that, yeah, that's all I had to say. It looks very smart and professional. So this is the first question that will be asked in any interview rounds, and you need to be well prepared enough, because this is the first step that you're taking in order to sell yourself to that company. So this is very crucial. It creates an impression, the first impression, it creates that. So it's very crucial. So 3 things that you need to keep in mind is that, first one, it needs to be very short. Do not keep elaborating useless and nonsense stuff that they don't need to hear. Sell them what they need. That's all. Now, second thing is that prepare it. Do not think that I am gonna say that in front of the interviewer, like on that particular moment. Do not do that. It can ruin things up. So prepare it well enough, write on a paper, just mug it up and just throw it over there. And the third thing is that do not include everything in your tell me about yourself, because you have to keep other things in stock for you, so that when you are asked questions like, other than CV, say something, you can say that. So that was all from this video. I hope you like this video. So do share this video among your friends, among all your mates that are going to do the interview in the upcoming months or the upcoming days. It will be a great help to them. And subscribe to this channel. It means a lot to me, because the more you subscribe, the more beautiful content I create. And you guys can also suggest me in the comment section below that what are the things that you need to know about. And with that said, till the next video, stay happy, stay blessed, and keep watching IELTS Academy. Thank you.